Alright, welcome to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a fake university, a school that did not exist, but it was set up by ICE. Homeland Security, ICE. It was set up by ICE to catch students traveling on a student visa to the US that were actually here to work. It was successful because now there are over 600 people that are in deportation status, and 146, I believe, have been arrested already. Anyways, let's just say the lengths that people will do to run away from their homeland to come to the United States of America. Make no mistake about it, this is the land of opportunity. I know you can find opportunity in other places in the world, but everyone in the world, or every other nation in the world, has a bunch of people that want to make it here. And Donald Trump is making sure that it becomes very difficult for anyone to get here illegally. Now, the story goes like this. So on its website, the University of Farmington advertised an innovative STEM curriculum that would prepare students to compete in the global economy, and flexible class schedules that would allow them to enroll without disrupting their careers. This is the exact picture facing off their website, University of Farmington. Look at it, right? The Michigan-based school touted the numbers of languages spoken by its president as 4, and the number of classes taught by teaching assistants as 0. That means you will have legitimate professors in every class that is advertised, no teaching assistants, and our president is so intelligent he speaks 4 languages. This is what happened to the site after ICE had accomplished its mission. Right here. It was taken offline and shut down. A lot of people are calling it a rat trap that caught many. And I recently read a story in a British newspaper of 2 Indian students that ended up on 2 different spectrums of this whole thing. If you don't know it, India and China are the 2 biggest technology hubs for students that come here to gain master's degrees in the technology field, and then seek to extend that into a life in the United States of America, where they earn a good living, live fancy nice houses and great lifestyles, and send for their family back home, or build megatropolis lives back home. So in this story from the British paper, one spoke about how as soon as he saw the news in the newspaper in the US, he packed a bag, got on an airplane, and got out of the United States of America. He was lucky because they were coming for him next. His problem is he took out £16,000 as a loan and £20,000 more, $20,000 more to add to that education, to pay for his education in the US, with the help of his parents, who are farmers, and of the lower caste system in India. He's back home in India now. He escaped arrest in the US, but his parents do not know as of yet why he is back. They think he's on vacation. Then they spoke to a female who is still in the US and was arrested, but she's wearing an ankle monitor and she is confined to her home. She's not allowed to work. She's running out of money, and I can only see her future becoming where she is locked in a detention center, because she will no longer be able to pay for room and board for where she's staying. She'll be locked in a detention center, and she will eventually lose that ankle monitor, but she will be deported. That is just my whole prediction. So the Michigan-based school said that the tuition was relatively reasonable, $8,500 a year. That is cheap for undergraduate, and $11,000 a year for graduate students. Located in the heart of a automotive and advanced manufacturing center of Southeast Michigan, the University of Farmington provides students from throughout the world a unique educational experience, and I must tell you that many students bit the bait. The phony university was being used by foreign citizens as a pay-to-play scheme. So people are asking, okay, so where's the scheme? How does it work? So here's how it goes. After forking over thousands of dollars, students would provide immigration authorities with evidence that they were enrolled in a full-time educational program. They could then continue to live and work in the United States under a student visa. But since the University of Farmington didn't really exist, they didn't have the hassles of writing papers, taking tests, or showing up to classes. So in other words, they were able to just work full-time, make full-time pay, and not have to worry about going to classes, making papers that are due on time, and you know the whole curriculum, especially if you're in a master's program, writing a thesis and all this other stuff, they didn't have to worry about that. But for them, the amount of money that they would make working without going to school in the US, it equates to a whole lot back home. Students knew that this scheme was illegal, and there's no way they could not have known, because how could you be going to school but not showing up to classes, but still passing and still have paperwork that are legitimate enough to show immigration authorities to get an extension to stay in the country? Students knew that the scheme was illegal, and that discretion should be used when discussing the program with others. Prosecutors wrote in their indictment, which was filed January 15th in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. Now I must tell you that this is no pop-up overnight operation. ICE had worked diligently at setting up this school for about 4 years. It started in 2015. We are in 2019, and it was just closed down in 2019. Right? So according to the Detroit News, which first reported on the undercover operation, dozens of University of Farmington students were arrested on immigration violation on Wednesday as part of a massive nationwide sweep, and are now potentially facing deportation. In addition, 8 people who allegedly worked as recruiters for the school and collectively helped at least 600 students to remain in the country under false pretenses, they have been arrested and they now face federal conspiracy charges. I can guarantee you falsified documents for over 600 students to remain in the United States of America and to work or to work illegally. Those federal conspiracy charges are going to stick. Now here's the thing. 600 students remained here illegally. Those 600 have been issued deportation orders, but they have not been able to locate all 600 because a lot of them have gone on the run and into hiding. Yes, some have self-deported, went back to their country, but the majority are still here and they are in hiding. ICE could not be reached for comments late Wednesday night. It's unclear how many past or present students at this time are fully wrapped up in the sting operation. The Department of Homeland Security's list of certified schools where international students can enroll includes the University of Farmington. You get that? The Department of Homeland Security's list of certified schools where international students can enroll includes the University of Farmington. Now you must ask yourself, why would the Department of Homeland Security's list of certified schools include the University of Farmington if the University of Farmington is a fake school that was set up to catch anyone that would take the bait? Because if you're looking for legitimate schools and you're really on the right side of the law and you're trying to stay there, and you check the list and it is okayed by the very people that catch you and deport you if you do wrong, and you see that school there, you're probably thinking, okay, it's safe to enroll here. And the school made some pretense of being a legitimate institution. Before Wednesday night, when the school's Facebook and Twitter accounts were abruptly deleted, posts on social media even notified students about school cancellations due to the ice storm and advertised an upcoming admissions fair. It had a Latino motto to it, Scientia et Labor, meaning knowledge and work, and a handful of positive online reviews from people that were claiming to actually be alumni. But no one ever enrolled at the university was making progress towards a degree, the indictment said. The unique educational experience promoted on the school's website apparently consisted of not going to school at all. And this is why they're saying that even though it was on the list of ICE credible schools, once you got there and you saw what the procedure was, you should have been a whistleblower or you should have been a runner. But you intended on defrauding the immigration system, so you took the bait. It's something similar to someone coming to you all the time and telling you, if they send an agent to you and the agent keeps on coming to you, my Jamaicans will be familiar with this through, say, Buju Banton, famous star Buju Banton, and his case, how it went down. Say someone keeps on coming to you and telling you, hey man, I got a way for you to be able to move like 10 kilos of cocaine, and you're going to make $5,000 for each kilo that you move. And you're doing a math, and you're in a bad place financially in life, and you're thinking, 10 kilos of cocaine, $5,000 a piece. Wow, that's 50,000 US dollars in my pocket. Okay, no, I'm not into that. And the next time they come, you say no, and they're telling you the deal is still on the table and your financial situation is getting worse, then you know it personally. And they keep on coming and keep on coming till they eventually get through to you. And the way that they're telling you that you can do it is so easy that you can't even believe it. So you take a risk. And you take the risk, and at the end of that risk are Federal Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA agents waiting to slap handcuffs on you, and now you're charged with transporting 10 kilos of cocaine and possession of illegal substance with intent to distribute, and you're looking at 25 to 40 years in prison, and your life is in shambles. It's pretty much the same outlook for what happened here, because the ringer was that no one that was enrolled at the university was making progress towards a degree. So they're saying, if you came here truly for education and you realize that messing with this school means you will not be making a progress towards any degree, and it actually consisted of you not going to school at all, then you should have been a runner or a whistleblower. And since you were not, you are in for a world of hurt, because more than likely you're going to end up in a place like this right here, waiting to be deported. There were clues that not everything was overboard. The school's website never said how many enrolled students it had, although it claimed that they came from all 50 states and 47 countries. It didn't name the university's president or the year when the school was even founded. As the Detroit newspaper Robert Snell noted on Twitter, a photo showing a diverse group of students deep in concentration came from Shutterstock. The university claimed to be accredited by Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges, but did not appear online in an online directory of accredited institutions on the organization website. This is the organization that lets you know if your school you are enrolled with is legal. And take this piece of note here from me for future reference. If you are going to be, the last thing you want to do is to spend time and money going through a program, going to university, and you're thinking, here I am, I'm about to graduate with an associate's degree, a master's degree, or a bachelor's degree, and at the end of it, you find out that your degree is not worth anything because the school you went to is not even a valid school. You're going to say, well, what the hell you mean it's not even a valid school? We spent $190,000 to get this degree. I owe a whole bunch of money in student loans. Well, the university claims to be accredited by the, listen, if your school is not accredited by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges, and your school should appear online in their directory. And if it does not on their website, then you might be going to a sham school, a fake university, a fake college, just like Farmington. And for those of you who are scheming and scamming that came here on student visas, you might be in the middle of one of these sting operations. Alright? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. It's SoFlo TV. I'm out of here. Enjoy your life and pass this message on. Peace.